Welcome. This is Back to the Bins. I'm your host, Mr. B. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back, and if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. This is a comic book collecting channel, and I'm a comic collector. These Sunday videos are intended to showcase the books I picked up this past week at my local comic shop. I've got a pull list, so I'm pretty familiar with what's happening in comics today. I love digging through the back issue bins, and I love digging through the dollar bins. So, if that sounds interesting to you, and you'd like to join me on my journey back to the bins, why don't you take a look over here, and I'll show you what I picked up. Alright, and like I said, these are the books I picked up this past week at my local comic shop, 204 Comics in Winnipeg. And as per usual, we start in alphabetical order, and that takes us this week to Absolute Martian Manhunter issue number 1. Yes, this is the Guillem March variant. I know very little about Martian Manhunter, but I have seen nothing but rave reviews for this particular title on League of Comic Geeks. I can't wait to dive in. I also can't wait to tell you that this cover, potential cover of the year, I think it is just extraordinary. Beautiful colors, beautiful detail. I love the line work. This is an awesome, awesome cover that hopefully embodies everything we're going to get out of Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is awesome, and there are a lot of great covers coming down the pipeline for this series. So if that's something you're interested in, it starts now. Heading over to Marvel, here we got The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 70. Here we are, folks, the end of this particular run. Unbelievable. This is the Ed McGUINNESS A cover, and of course we've got The Amazing Spider-Not. Again, a tie-in to One World Under Doom. I don't think this is Doom hype per se. Well, it certainly is, but this is not Doom Patrol, as Dr. Doom is not on the cover, and that's what we feature for Doom Patrol. But, can you hear that train, folks? That's pretty cool. Hopefully you can. Awesome cover. Issue 70. We are now done with The Amazing Spider-Man. We are going to collect the first 5 issues of the new series coming out, I guess, next month. Looking forward to that. Some great, great covers. But like always, with The Amazing Spider-Man, there is always a great variant cover. There we go. I hear the train a-coming. This is The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 70. This is the Peach Momoko Kimono variant. You know I love Peach Momoko. I love a good variant cover. I love Black Cat a la Peach Momoko. This is so cool, and she is doing these kimono variants. We got Rogue last week, I think, maybe the week before, I forget, but we are certainly going to collect some of these as we love Peach Momoko, and I love the kitty. So, so cool. Love it. Watercolors are so great. Peach Momoko is so fun. Oh, here's something. Here's something. Back over to the independent stuff, or the Archie stuff, I guess. Here we have Archie is Mr. Justice, issue number 3. This is the Matt Talbot variant, of course. A blatant homage to The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 50, one of the most iconic covers of all time. This is cool. This is what I'm loving about this particular title. Story's kind of bland. It's kind of pepped up a little bit, but it's an Archie superhero book, so really, I'm here for the covers, and this is so, so cool. Matt Talbot is doing some amazing homage covers to classic comic covers of the past, and it almost doesn't get more iconic than this. Super cool. And over back to DC, here we got, finally again, we got Batman. This is issue number 158. That's the Gabriele Dell'Otto connecting variant, so there's going to be another one that connects here. And then I believe there's a third one, all by Dell'Otto, who is one of my favorite artists, and definitely my favorite Batman cover artist. I love what he does. I love the image of all this. I love how Catwoman looks, those glasses, so awesome. The gray and blue suit on Batman is just stellar. And in keeping with DC, of course, one of my favorites, here we have Black Canary, best of the best, issue number 5. This is the Joelle Jones variant. I liked this when I saw it on the FOC. It is even better in person. I think this is a contender for cover of the year. I love its graphic look. It looks like a college project. It looks like a hip advertisement from the 90s. I'm here for it. Love Black Canary. This story, though, not the greatest. I have read some reviews of the most recent issues. I guess issue 4, which I don't think I've read yet, and issue 5. hopefully turning things around a little bit for me. It's been kind of meh, lackluster. Whatever, it is what it is. Dug through the back issue bins because I was just hanging out at the shop when I went to pick up my pulls, and I saw this for $2. Absolutely love this cover. You know I collect Captain America, so here we have Captain America issue 704. This is the Michael Cho cover. This is from June of 2018. You got Mark Waid writing. You got Leonardo Romero, my favorite, if not top 3 favorite artists today, doing the interiors. This is also notable for the death of Red Skull, at least from the particular universe, because I don't think this is the 616 Red Skull. But I love this cover. Super, super cool. Red Skull with the shield. Love it. And keeping with Marvel, we got this polybagged goodness. This is Daredevil. Unleash Hell, issue number 3. This is the Ivan Talavera variant. I've been collecting these because I love the idea of having them in the polybag, but people were talking about the polybag on League of Comic Geeks, saying that eventually it's going to deteriorate the comic. So I might pull these out and just have them strictly on display or something. I think this looks cool. I told you I love the red band across the comic. I wish that would just be on the comic itself. But then if I'm going to open it up, I'm going to appreciate the artwork for what it is, because that image is amazing. Electro looks so cool. I love it. Very, very cool. Maybe we'll do an unbagging of those one day. Just for the cover, not having any interest in the content of this particular book. You know I'm a sucker for a variant. You know I'm a sucker for a great face on a like a portrait on a comic, and this delivers that for sure. This is Exciting Comics number 50, the Brian Denham cover. It's a milestone issue, issue 50, super cool. I looked at the inside a little bit, a little cartoony. I'm not really interested in it. Just love the image. I don't know if that's AI. I don't know if it looks like it could be a 3D printed image too, with a really great close-up. I have no idea. Who knows? I think it's cool. I like that. Oh yeah, been loving these two. Back over to Marvel. Here we have it. Fantastic Four, issue number 5. Issue number 3. This is the Jack Kirby cover. Stan Lee doing the writing. This is the first to feature the Fantastic Four costumes and the Fantasticar. And I forgot what year this is. This is probably still 1962? Ooh, I'm going to have to check. I'll post that for you. That was what I forgot to look into. But iconic. So glad that Marvel is doing these, because, Fantastic Four hype, that's a real thing too. But also, I love this comic, and I love being able to have such a perfect facsimile of the original, because I'm never going to own issue 3 of the Fantastic Four. Come on. Awesome. Back over to DC. We're getting closer and closer to calling it quits with this particular title. This is Green Arrow, issue number 22. That is an A.L. Kaplan variant. I really like this cover. I love the cartooniness of it. I love the colors. I love how everything pops. And he has never looked so good. Unreal. Ollie. Whoa. But I just love this. And we're going to collect to issue 25. I thought, why not end on a milestone? 24 is 2 exact years, but that's besides the point. We want issue number 25. Then we're going to call it quits. So 3 more issues. Can't wait for that. This has been a fantastic title. I highly recommend it if you're interested in finding out more about the Green Arrow. Find that in the trades and then start collecting it, because it's a really fun comic. In keeping with DC, just a cover by. When I got to the shop, this was on the shelf. I failed to pull this one on League of Comic Geeks for the FOC. I just thought, well, whatever, it's fine. I'll just forget about this one. But it was there, and I thought I need some more Mark Spears. So this is Justice League Unlimited, issue number 5. Like I said, the Mark Spears variant. You got the classic image of Superman racing the Flash. I think it's cool. Mark Spears is hot, and I'm interested in this type of art. I think it looks great. Just like I like Alex Ross's work. Very realistic, and always captures the spirit of the heroes. I think this is super cool. He's got a couple more coming from various titles as well, so if you want Mark Spears stuff, it's still the time to get it. Heading over to the independent stuff, here we have The Loose End. This is issue number 2, the Robert Hack variant. Of course, another homage here. This is an homage to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. the Johnny Depp version of the story, which came out, I guess, 1998, 1999, somewhere in there. Super fun movie, and I love the variant homages that the Loose End have been producing and that Robert Hack has been responsible for, just like the Matt Talbot, Mr. Justice, Archie stuff. I love this relationship of having cool homages for these covers. Speaking of which, here we've got Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, issue number 2. This is, of course, the movie variant with Kylo Ren and his funky lightsaber. Yeah, I remember seeing this in the theater, and I'm always stoked for new Star Wars material. I would say this still wasn't the best movie, but at the same time, it's part of the history now, and I really like that they're doing this. I'm really just collecting it for the covers, but we might dig into it at some point. Why not? All right, back over to Marvel. This is gorgeous. Love this. Super cool. This is, of course, Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 15, the Marco Cicchetto variant. Again, I'm going to say cover of the year right here. This just checks off all the boxes. Again, it's perspective. It's a beautiful Spider-Man suit. It's a busy city. It's cobwebs. It's girders. It's New York. It's Spider-Man. It is Marvel. And maybe I got just enough room to give you a bit more of that perspective. I love that. I think that image looks so cool. This too, I'm going to collect 24 issues of and then call it quits, so we still got a ways to go, but I love these covers. Keeping with Marvel, one of my favorite books, this particular month of Ultimate X-Men, Peach Momoko did not deliver a variant, but she continues her trend of doing the A covers. She continues the trend of doing 15 consecutive interiors. She is on fire. I love this book. I think some people are kind of getting to the end of the rope with it, but I could just let it keep coming, Peach. I'm having a lot of fun with this book. I like it. Super fun. And those covers, they're always so great. Okay, well, here's something that I thought really contender for cover of the year. I don't know if you're going to agree, but I think this is just spectacular. You know I've been loving these variants. Here we've got Uncanny X-Men, issue number 12, the Luciano Vecchio Jitter variant. Jitter is the character. I love her outfit. You know, it is a classic generic superhero bodysuit, but the colors pop. The colors make her seem like something else. I really love it. I love this brand of young mutants that our Uncanny X-Men have picked up. And she's certainly one of my favorites. And a beautiful image, too, in the background. I've been loving Vecchio's work on these. And it's always fun to get these variant covers and have this nice block of these character covers. Super, super nice. Of course, there's always a great variant for this title as well. And I wasn't going to say no to a Torrin Clark Gambit. Like, come on. This is Uncanny X-Men issue number 12. Like I said, Torrin Clark always does great stuff. He's actually doing the Godzilla versus X-Men. I'm going to be picking that one up too. That's coming out shortly. But yeah, I love Gambit. Great look. Always looks cool. And Clark's ability to just render these images are just perfect. There's just something so great about it. Something so flashy, but yet just so perfect. You know, not too over the top, but flashy enough. It's just beautiful. Brilliant colors. Absolutely love that. And then this one too, I gotta say, I think cover of the year worthy right here. This is such a striking image. It's just perfect. It's classic. It's everything I want from Universal Monsters. The Mummy, number 1. This is the Joshua Middleton variant. Like, I can't get enough of these. I think they've done a really great job covering all of the classic Universal Monsters. I really hope this one is as good as Dracula, because that one to me was the best. Still had a lot of fun with the rest, and I'm hoping that we're going to see more of this stuff. Bride of Frankenstein has got to come. I think that's hugely important. I think Invisible Man as well. The Wolfman, there's a lot to come. I'm sure of it, and this is just absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to dig into this. All right, well, that does it, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw, and how about we get back to the real world, shall we? Well, it was a great stack of books. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe? It really helps to build the channel, and I'd love to develop a community of people who just really love comics. Thanks so much for joining me today. We'll see you next week, and until then, remember, comics are good.